liked it at school and was reasonably okay, but I never ever saw myself taking this any further. The writer in my family was my mum. There was somehow no space for another one. Years later, I started writing a blog. I had toyed with that idea for a long time, but was not sure what to write about, how much to share, and how to do it, really. I started blogging to support my website design business, as well as for my website to be found on Google, and I realised that I liked it. That is the simple and true answer. I started writing more on Instagram. It became more personal, and people started commenting and resonating with what I had to say. People started to follow and sign up for my newsletters, wanting to read more about me and my business. Eventually, I started a personal blog. It took me a long time to share it publicly. However, I loved it, which took me by surprise. I never realised how powerful it was to write down my thoughts and life experiences on paper, or digitally, I should say. It also became an outlet for me once I realised that I had something to share. Maybe there is someone out there who needs to hear these words. Maybe that someone is you. Maybe there will be a time in my children's lives when they need to hear my words. Many of the things I'm writing down are things I tell them now, but life will happen, other things will take over, and they will forget some of it. My mother told me so many wise things, many things my grandmother had told her, and I forgot some of those lessons. I know I didn't really take them in when I was younger. I did not believe them. They did not help me, or they just had no meaning to me at the time. But now I would love to hear them. I would have loved to read them. Now I understand my mum and my grandmother so much better. So, when my kids reach a certain age, they may need to read these words. And my words may help you now. With this book, I want to tell you that you will be okay. That you are perfect, just the way you are. That everything is going to work out. However, it is up to you. Things will happen, and you may not be able to control them. But you can control how you react to life. You have choices, and you can make the right ones. They may not be my choices or other people's choices, but they need to be yours. You make choices every single day. Small choices like what to eat for breakfast or for lunch. You choose which way to go to work, which clothes to put on, which makeup, which film to watch, which book to read. The list is endless. You also make big choices and take decisions about taking on a new job, for example. Maybe even moving to a new country, getting married, having kids, or buying a house. Your big decisions can have a big impact on your life or on the lives of others. And sometimes it is the small choices that you make that have the most impact on people's lives, like stopping to give a person on the street some money, which will change their day, but have almost no impact on yours. What many people believe, and I did too for a very long time, is that so many things are not our choice, but things are determined by others, by our abilities, by the way we look, by the circumstances in our country or the country we were born in. I thought, for example, that I was not smart enough to do things, not pretty enough to ever find a boyfriend. For a long time, I thought school would never end, that everything was against me, and that nobody liked me. And I thought I was shy. I did not dare say what I was thinking out of fear I could be wrong or be judged. But who determines what is wrong? I realise now that often there is no right or wrong answer, and I can say anything. If I don't know something, there are other people who don't know these things, and they are glad there is someone else who admits it. Or if people laugh at something I don't know or understand, I remind myself that I know so many other things other people don't know. Maybe it's not politics I'm interested in, but I know about expat life, so many cultures, design, website design, building a business, doing triathlons, and the list goes on. I remind myself of these